Tonight's gonna be a slightly different setup, but nonetheless, it is still me and my synth. But I do have the. Is it a little smudgy looking? I don't know. Get this cracking. I've got my keyboard hooked up. Golly, I cannot tell what's going on with it a lot. Move this guy. Hello, fellas. How are you? We are going to play some synth tonight. Oh, is that okay? All right. I'm going to chill over here, all right? Hello. Hello, fellas. All right, where should he chill? He's going to chill on top of some stuff that I'm not really using at the moment. Maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Is that a good spot? You had a good week? I think I already came in here after. Did I stream Thursday night? Bro. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to say about this week. No idea what to say. No idea. I don't know. What's going on, guys? Man, we bumping in here. What you up to? Is the audio okay? I don't even know. Did they update something on this? Automatic chat translation. Okay, that's interesting. Is that new? I don't know, guys. What's up, Vinay? What do y'all do? I'm just chilling. I got all this plugged up. I'm just playing some different stuff. Hangout. What? You don't like the farts? Is anybody else doing? Does anybody else have a? Does anyone else have a soundboard set up specifically to do goofy stuff? We having fun, man. We having fun. I'm doing well. 4 times. I'll do it 4 times. It's hilarious every time. It's like if you've ever been a little boy, and I have a little boy. It's the funniest thing ever.
Hello, cutie pie.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. Oh, come on. Golly. Why is it so funny? I don't understand. I guess it's because it's like a universal, like it's a common universal thing. The "I'll be back." That's like every you know, that's something like a kid would say. You're on like a bus and no one can get away, and you're like, "I'll be back," and you're like, "Oh gosh, yes, he will. He'll be farting on the bus tomorrow on the way to school, or whatever it is."
Hello, cutie pie. Get to the chopper. I'll be back.
Sorry. I do have something like a little more normal, set up. So it's kind of weird. I have it glitching out too. So it's like I can take away the glitches. So let's do it without glitches. So I have it set up where I can do it without the glitches. But I mean, from Morocco, I cannot speak Arabic. I'm, yeah, not a thing where I'm at. So, what is so funny? Like funny. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters. Is that something I should see as a grown man watching young women slay demons? Actually, one of my favorite. There's this like old it was an old anime, and I've never been able to find it. It was on late at night one night, and the whole premise was these guys were like demon hunters, and they had these crazy weapons and stuff. Yeah, thanks. I'm just chilling. No, but Morocco always sounds like an interesting place. I don't know, something about where it's at. Because do you have Spanish influence there in Morocco? Because it's close to Spain? And then you have like a good swath, like kind of variety of people that live there. I don't know. I just imagine it'd be, you'd have a lot of different sort of cultural things going on. But no, I'm just hanging out. We just chilling. But yeah. Yeah. We're just hanging out. can do some weird stuff. My favorite movie, it's kind of weird. So it's probably one of probably my favorite movie is Return of the Living Dead. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's from like 1987. So most of my movies are actually around 1987, which is weird because that's yeah. Um, so Return of the Living Dead, Uncle Buck, Blade Runner, Gremlins, Real Genius with Val Kilmer. I don't know. Those are movies that I think are like all-time classics. Dr. Strandman. I don't know about that. Dr. Strangelove. I like. I think that's a great. I think Dr. Strangelove probably encapsulates. Sorry, I'm kind of set up weird here. You can't really see me. Dr. Strangelove is excellent. Is Dr. Strandman a thing? Oh, Doctor Strange. I don't know. I after some of the Marvel stuff, I totally got uninterested in. Even though I will say that I think the last thing I watched was WandaVision, and I think that sort of that did some wildly interesting things. What's up, Plixel GT? I don't know. There are a few things that they did, I think, that sort of broke through. Yeah, I think WandaVision definitely did. It's like a descent into madness. Yeah, I'm drinking. Got a coffee cup right here. I don't. Maybe I do. I don't know. Did you say something that I would remember? Because sorry, I have a really hard time with names, so it's gonna have to be a. I don't know. I can do this. So I have a couple of different things hooked up. Let's see if this is what you're talking about. I have like a. Is that what you're talking about? That's like I can adjust it a little bit. It's just a random step voltage going into a the Sophia. I'm not as big a Star Wars fan, partly because I think Star Wars was a almost direct ripoff of Dune, and I think Frank Herbert deserves more credit than to be ripped off by George Lucas and that descent into whatever. So I've become over the years. I've become sort of anti Star Wars. I think Star Wars was yeah. So ding. I don't know what the ding was. Oh, ding was probably my cups going down. It kind of rings when it set it down. So here it's good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm fairly anti Star Wars. I don't what's up? Yeah, I don't know. I can never tell. So like yeah, if y'all ever nice. Oh, Dune. Sorry. I think Star Wars is poor man's Dune. So I think Frank Herbert's like vision for his sort of expansive universe is much grander and like interesting than anything Star Wars ever could do. Because he kind of systematizes it so that it makes sense, and where Star Wars, the Force and how everything connects and all that stuff doesn't make as much sense to me as the sort of like the more coherent. Yeah, he made it his own, but it's sort of like, to me, Star Wars is like the Goonies version of Dune. So like, yeah, he may have made it his own, but but yeah, it's like Star Wars is like a bunch of like it's not real. Like Star Wars isn't realistic, whereas I think Dune is actually more realistic. Oh yeah, I mean Disney. Well, I will say, I won't hate on. Let's not hate on Star Wars too much. So the first season of Mandalorian was, I think, pretty exceptional. Um, I think the dynamic they created with the way the characters worked and all that. But I don't think they needed more seasons. Um, I think once he took off his mask, that sort of was that was it. I mean, that was the arc that I think they should have ended on. But I did think it was the first season of Mandalorian was very impactful. And then what was the one? Um Rogue One, right? Rogue One. I think Rogue One is what I want Star Wars to be. In terms of tone, like it's there's a little playfulness to it, but there's like it's dark. I mean, it's like there's a seriousness to the like sci-fi aspects to it. Like this is what a striving like rebellion would look like. It's not, and then there's no lightsabers. There's no like flashiness. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's something about it, and then like the way all the characters like it's a real small, tight knit like character cast and everything. And some of the episodes were just totally self contained. And they're one where they're stuck on this like ship, and it's like a prison ship. It has nothing to do with any of the other episodes, and there's like excellent self contained like storytelling that they don't have to tie it into the total arc of it. Um, but like yeah, this is very robot-y. So like because also the difference between Star Wars too, which I think is interesting in Dune, is the aspect of artificial intelligence. So in Dune, they don't allow for like robots and things that have that think like humans. So I think that's pretty interesting, the difference, because you're limited to only humans. You can't throw in all these extra characters like so everything is limited to being humans in Dune. Whereas like in Star Wars, you can have thinking robots and all sorts of weird aliens and just a huge variety. Whereas the scope is more limited to only humans. I don't know. Whatever. Well, hey, we'll do something later. That's very Dune right there. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So the soundtrack. I mean, Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack for Dune. Um, oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about something different? Um, anyways, I like the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack to Dune a lot. And I like if you look up one of the instruments they used a lot on the Dune soundtrack was it's called the Expressive E um, by Osmos. Um, and it's a really innovative, yeah, a very innovative synth design or controller design. because it allows for lots of it can do. It's a dynamic key bed, so you can do different things with it, like vibrato and whatnot. Yeah. So like, I can never tell. So it's interesting with these live streams because like I'll have sometimes you'll have like 3 to 5 people commenting, and they'll say there's like 2 people in the stream. My favorite song, like of what, like of like pop song or rock or something like that, or I don't know. There's a song by a band called All Them Witches that I don't know. The last album it's probably my favorite album. So there's probably my favorite songs on that album. It's called "Nothing's the Ideal" by All Them Witches. You can listen to it on like Bandcamp or something. I don't think it's Fleetwood Mac. I mean, Fleetwood Mac songs have a vibe. I'm not gonna deny that. There's something going on there, for sure. But yeah, I like I just mess. I like messing around with the synth and stuff. That's sort of my, I don't know. Some of them just having fun with, a lot of fun with. But I'm a guitar player, so I like like a certain type of like rock, and I think All Them Witches encapsulate sort of like how I like to play combined with music I like to listen to. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I go back and forth. There's some there's some old songs really like. Like, is it funny? I like Bob Dylan's version of All Along the Watchtower because he was I think he was the original author of the song. And then Hendrix did his version from there. I like Hendrix's version a lot. But Bob Dylan's version is like pared down, and like you can feel you can feel the aspects of it, and it ties in. So like, have you ever watched the show, the new version of Battlestar Galactica? And the new version of about the 2000s version of Battlestar Galactica, like the entire season like coalesces around them all hearing All Along the Watchtower. It's like, it's kind of, I don't know, is campy the right word? Goofy. It's goofy / campy, maybe. Like that that everyone's been hearing that song, but it kind of makes sense because it's like all forces are being coalesced, even the Cylon forces within the human ranks are being coalesced against something else. Like it's almost like there's like a spiritual battle that's being waged within that show that is greater than the Cylons or the humans, and they don't understand that they're actually fighting the same enemy. But yeah, I like the Bob Dylan version. It's real pared down, but and it's done in a rhythm that's hard to it's difficult to, I don't know why. It's hiding weird messages. And last time I streamed, it hid like half the messages, and they were just normal. So I was like, I must have had a pile of trolls or something, that people that like. sorry. Tron. Okay. You play games? I do play games. Yeah. Is your name Levi? Is that your name? Okay. Wait, before. I haven't seen that. Torn Aries. I haven't seen that. Oh, Tron. I haven't seen the new Tron. Do you want me to? I pulled the I had a rant on here that it clipped, and then I don't know. I don't understand how this works, but I think if you allow YouTube to clip your rants, sometimes they push them more for some reason, because I don't know. I guess they're using algo or whatever. But so I have this you ever heard this guy? Y'all, this is gonna be inverted, isn't it? His name's Francis C. Deck. He used to do these famous rants that then guys on the radio would read, and they'd dramatize them. And but I think if you just replace some, he has certain keywords. He did his rants in the 80s. If you just replace some of his words with contemporary words, it actually makes sense. And it's well, was he prophetic? And people just didn't realize it, and they thought it was a deranged person, or was he just deranged and he happened to be right? I don't know. It was cool. Yeah, the Tron has the best soundtrack. That's cool. I'll have to look at it, because I liked the Tron era stuff. Is it's got a vibe. So as a kid, I remember the original movie being on, and watching aspects of it and being it just tripping me out, because it's the confusion of computers and being sentient always had a weird emotional thing for me. So do y'all remember the show, what was it, Short Circuit? Do y'all remember that movie with Johnny Five? He's a robot, and he's undergoing trials or stress or something. I don't even remember, but I remember as a kid having nightmares about sympathizing with a robot, and I couldn't understand it. So I remember being super stressed and super anxious about having feelings that that a robot could be an object of sympathy or empathy or whatever. And yeah, and that captured me. And then the Tron thing has a similar element, because they go into the computer simulation, and they're humans trying to solve computerized problems, but their life depends on it. So there's that weird vibey kind of element, or element that creates a I don't know what's going on with this. We ain't getting deep, man. You want to get deep, you talk about you want to get crazy. There's an account on YouTube, okay, called Hidden America, and he makes videos that are you think you've heard crazy conspiracy theories? Hold my beer, bro. He goes down the rabbit hole. But the thing is he's got all the sources, and he whether or not it's true or not, it doesn't mean that people don't think it. And so you kind of get in this caught in this weird bro, I don't even understand. You're telling me that techno chaos magicians are ruling the world from the future? What? He goes all the way down the rabbit hole, and it is fascinating. And some of this, I think there's some things more so than others that are demonstrably true, but they're definitely it's the most some of the most interesting content I've ever seen, that actually seems like at least he's bringing receipts. You know, it's called Hidden America. It's easier than you would think. So I'll show you this book if I have it up here. I don't know where it's at. No, I can't find it. So there's if yeah, so if you want to read like crazy stuff, I mean, read like Paul Hines' Condensed Chaos is a book on an understandable book on chaos magic, and then a book then read different writings by Nick Land. Um, that's all that comes to mind at the moment. But they're like not dumb people that write about um, I don't know, pretty interesting things in my opinion. And it's like a lot of it's occultic practices that overlap with technology. But I don't know. I need to find. I had it right here. I don't know what I did with that book. But anyways, I can contact the mothership. It's nonsense. 3 people watching, and I'm the only one commenting, and people are just watching. Yeah, that happens a lot. So usually what happens, so I've had up to like 16 people. I mean, I don't have a ton of people come on streams, but I have a handful of people that I'll sit and talk with. And a lot of people, when they come in, I've noticed that they don't interject, especially if you're carrying on a conversation with another person. It's really weird, but it's kind of chill. I mean, I don't know. Like, my whole point, the only reason I want to stream is because I just want to like find people to chill with. Like, I got some interesting stuff I'm doing, hanging out, whatever. Um, and then there's people that want to just chat, and it's like it's fine. I'm like that's what I'm down for. Like, and but also one of the things that I find interesting is like I had several people come in and they'll streams, and then they'll start talking to each other, and it actually gets interesting because I don't know, it's a way for people anywhere to sync up. And most people don't view it that way. They're trying to entertain, or they're trying to, push a point of view, or they're trying to do something. And whereas like the other day it was me, a guy named Stevie that comes in here. There's a lady in Finland that will come in here, and then there's a dude in Australia that comes in, and we were all like chatting together. It was fun because it was like, oh, and then we all kind of sync up in terms of like, we're all not dissimilar. Oh, we share opinions and mindsets and whatever, and yeah, it's just I don't know, it's cool. It's nice and chill. Like some people's live streams where they just sit and just like they act oppositionally to all the commentary. I'm sure that drives the algo. Like but I don't. I mean, I just want to find like-minded people that just want to chill in the evenings and hang out. It's nice. I can talk for hours. I mean, I have no shortage of things I can talk about. So, and then people like the feedback of like talking. Like you mentioned something, I talk about it. You mentioned something else, I talk about. Like people like that feedback of having someone listen to them. I mean, I like it. So I don't know. Since we'll see if we can get. Let's see. So this is the. So in the back of this book, there's a little. It's called a dictionary. It's called the Francis C. Dictionary, and it defines different terms. He had some. His ideas were just fun. So he had an idea of the worldwide mad, deadly gangster computer god. This omnipresent, all-seeing, chaotic, evil, computerized machine entity plays the main role in all of Deck's rants. According to Deck, the computer god secretly controls and rules over all of humanity, which under its rule have been reduced to mere helpless, homeless Frankenstein slaves. People have. It has apparently been doing this for several hundred years, according to new material located in a 2008 computer god originally began its existence in a top secret worldwide computer electronic encyclopedia constructed by the Slovak Polish people to assist them in constructing their global empire. it's just utter awesome madness. Like there's no like it's just so great. But like, yeah, so one of his themes is we are being controlled by the communist gangster computer gods through the Frankenstein radio control collars. But like, it sounds insane, but if you just look at the way people use technology to amplify messages and then disseminate them through phones, it's like, okay, so our phones are Frankenstein control collars. I mean, they are like there's a way in which I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, but that's you, bro. We're just hanging out then. I may run out. I wanted to find something, but yeah, when I do music stuff, people generally tune in more. And if I like position it like this where they can see this, they generally are more interested. So some of it is that I've found someone to talk to. So I'm gonna run out real quick. You wanna hang out? It's cool. I'm gonna try to find something real quick. Should I should always have a stack of books right here, because I figure. Oh, by the way, I forgot the sub. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate the subs. I don't know. I'm just goofing around, man. I'm just hanging out. I want to find other people that wanna hang out. So this is what I was talking. This is the book I was talking about earlier. It it goes through contemporary sort of versions of the ways people practice magic, and it goes through sigil magic and chaos magic. But yeah, it's I don't know. You want to know where some weird stuff comes from? There's the thing is like a lot of stuff that goes on isn't overt, so you're not going to hear people talk overtly about things they believe. And no, I have multiple children. Yep. Yes, sir. Went to the daddy daughter dance tonight. That was a little overstimulating, but I do have children. Do you? Yeah, we had a good snow day. I don't know where you're at, but I'm in the southeast, and we got some funky snow and ice the last few weeks. So we had a couple of you're not old enough. We had a couple of snow days, and those are always fun because we don't get them very often. And good. Yeah, I was talking to I went. We had the daddy daughter dance tonight. I'm on my oldest, and I was talking to one of the other dads. And we were like talking about the mindset of people that want to have kids versus people that like want to more have stuff. And I'm like, man, bro, I don't know, man. There ain't like if you can like that's the thing. Some people let their kids control their lives, and I can understand. Like, well, if you can't keep control of your kids, you got to, you got to rein them in a little bit. But if you can raise them as well as you can, and keep them from like totally running your life, there can be a balance, and then you can, I don't know, like you can like I don't know, it's a like they're a variety. Yeah, they're a broad range. Um, they're not. I don't. They're all under the age. They're all under 10. So, um, I have, I have ones that are younger than that are fun. By fun, I mean, you battle. Like, I let them go play on the yard, but someone has to be there because they will run in the street. Yeah, they're all under 10. I don't have any older than 10. Yeah, they're a good range. It's a yeah. It's like part of your job as a parent is just to like keep your kids alive because they try to do like anything and everything they can to utterly like just like uh, swinging is the most dangerous thing you could imagine. So let's say like one of my two oldest, they're out just one swinging. I'm pushing her on the swing, and the other guys run around, and I'm like I'm not paying attention necessarily. I'm just pushing her on the swing, whatever. And like he comes out of nowhere and walks right in front of her. I swear she kicks him like 10 foot across the yard because I'm pushing her like on the swing. Um, and I was really concerned about him because I just saw him like fly across the yard. but I didn't realize that like her teeth hit his head. He was fine. Um, but like her teeth turned gray. Like they didn't it didn't kill her teeth, her baby. They were only baby teeth. But they turned like gray, like a bloody kind of like bluish gray. And yeah, it's the best thing ever, dude. Um, it's like is it yeah, it's the hardest and the best thing ever. Um, it's kind of weird because I mean, yeah, it's yeah. You got to be. I mean, you gotta have the right mindset. I mean, you can't go into it. I don't know. You can't go into it thinking it's gonna be like all peachy keen, but um, it is. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those hard things. It's like how, because like you buy it. If so, like I've had to I've had it's funny. Yeah. It's happened more than once. Okay, with different ones. It's amazing like how quickly things happen. You don't realize like you have to constantly be paying attention in certain situations, like because things will happen 100 times faster than you can ever imagine. But it's one of those weird things. So like I've had instances because family and friends that work in like medical stuff um with kids, there's while it's a joy, you also invite like a bunch of suffering into your life because like if your kid suffers like a physical disability or something like that, um it's like you get a profound amount of love, but at the same time there can be like just heaps of suffering. So it's one of those things where like you have to you're inviting, you don't know what you're inviting in. And sometimes it can be hard. So like it's yeah, it's not gonna be the same for everyone, but yeah, that's I don't mean to get I don't mean to get melancholy, but I've I've seen too many parents and stuff suffer from hard times with kids. So I don't know. I don't know if YouTube doesn't like it when you talk about kids. It's weird. Like just saying it, I think it's odd, but there's also a bunch of creeps out there. So I don't know. I kind of want to patch in. I need to think he want to say he wants to say hello. Hello. How are you? Woo! I'm having fun now. The thing on some of my shorts, I think I do shorts with like featuring certain modules and whatnot, and I think I'm gonna have like random like I'm gonna clip in like I mean yeah, it's gonna be both because I mean you're dealing with like not fully grown like cognizant, like they're not thinking about what they're doing, like they don't understand long-term consequences and ramifications of stuff. So it's like you have to do the thinking for them, and you have to like try to help invite them into like thinking about consequences of things and why you would or wouldn't, it's a battle. Oh yeah, it's a total battle, but it's one worth having, I think, for sure. I was talking to one of the dads um tonight, and just like the different mindset, because we want to give everything to them, like I'll eat freaking canned tuna forever if it means that they like I can raise somebody that will be like whole and happy and like have a good life. And so like it's a different mindset from like people that I know that are like, I want to go on cool trips and have a nice car and blah blah blah. And it's just like all that, yeah, uh-huh. And guess what? You're gonna die alone. I'd rather die with a pile of grandkids around me. Um, that's that's the difference. Happiness means is different. Yeah, I mean, like I have some friends, and they have a lot. I didn't come from a large family, um, and some friends of mine, like they have larger families, and so I'll get to see like they'll post see pictures online or like like Facebook or whatever of them, and it's like the grandparents, and they're like the holidays. There's like a house full of grandkids, and like and then their kids and whatever, and they like look happy, like the happiest people I know. They like look happy surrounded by their progeny, um and having joy in that, and that's like I don't know. I think that's a different mindset than the world wants to instill in us. They want us to, buy shit. Like like a bunch of stuff's gonna make us happy. Like I can have fun with stuff, but stuff can't love me back. Right? Like like oh, yeah, my like I have fun with all this crap. Like as fun as this is, it's never gonna love me back, right? So I don't know. It was just me. What about you? You said you're too young to have kids. You have a well, I think yeah. I mean, kids are. I mean, if you're around kids, taking care of kids, um, they can be every extreme. So whatever. That's a hard one right there. Um, and I can say that from having family members that um, find themselves in that predicament. And I also I've several friends. Um, they had a hard time. I mean, like finding a good person to want to be with is difficult. I mean, that's extremely difficult. And there's people I know that were in certain situations where that was an extremely difficult thing for them to find a partner that they wanted to, raise a family with. And so like, but when they got older, they didn't realize there was something wrong and they couldn't have a family. And so like, it's like there's something about like like deciding to mature. Like I'm not gonna be an adolescent till I'm 30. Like maybe I need to get a little mature when I'm like 25. And then okay, I can be done with all the childish partying and all that stuff and move on to like um yeah, get done with all the childish stuff before you're 25 and then story of my life, bro. I'm telling you. Like I like it was one of those weird things. Before I found someone that wanted to be with me, I completely gave up. And then like a month later, I met my wife. It was the weirdest thing. I completely and totally gave up. I was just like, this is for the birds. Like, I can't take this anymore. And then, um, and then, yeah, a buddy called me and was like, "Hey, you want to go hang out with so and so?" And I'm like, "I don't know who that is." Like, well, come down and meet her. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I guess so. And that was only after I'd totally and completely just like said I was giving up. It was weird.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, rejection's horrible. Yeah. Rejection. Yeah. Don't let anyone tell you. Now, there are people that it's like when you meet people that like, but I don't know. I mean, people that aren't affected by rejection are like sociopaths, in my opinion. Like, just psychotic. Are you in your attic? I'm not in my attic. It's a weird room. I've had multiple people comment on it. So it's like this. I live in a house that's built in the 70s. So there's, I don't know. I always took it way too personally. So, um, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so this is like this. I call it the funny room. So they put these like faux beams in. They're just pieces of wood, but they're meant to look like timber frame or something. I don't know. And so like, but this is the only room in the house where the roof line intersects with the thing. I mean, it's carpeted. It's a normal room. But yeah, I call it my funny room. I got like a weird bookshelf and stuff back there. This is our catch-all room, so it's got like tons of boxes and crap in it. But I got like a little desk here, so like I got all my stuff here. Computer monitor. I do artwork, so I got artwork up there and stuff. And then I got my little synth set up over here, the window. So when they're in the day, the window, light shines in. It's a normal room, but we call it the funny room. So it'd be like, oh, you're in the funny room. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I guess I was around like there was a lot of girls I was around young that were really like, in my opinion, extremely high quality young women. And I still highly respect a lot of them. And so because I thought they were like really high quality people, them rejecting me was difficult because I was like, oh, this person who's really high quality doesn't like me. I hate to say high quality. That sounds like some Andrew Tate bullshit. But people that were worthy of someone going after them. I mean, there's plenty of people. There's persistence works. So, I don't know. I think I changed something up. I'm gonna change up my position a little bit so people can. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, sorry, women are fickle. Men can be fickle, but women can be equally as fickle. And yeah. Oh, I don't. You're good. You're good, man. I don't. This stuff's weird. So I decided. So with the streaming stuff, people coming here. I don't know. I was like, it was this year, last year. I was like, man, I wish someone would told me about streaming, and I'd have started streaming because like some of the guys I follow, they just do real chill streams, and it's like, and they have plenty of followers and people that come in and comment and like and whatever. And I was like, I wish someone would have told me about this, and I started doing this 10 years ago. And then I'm like, it's still new, so why not? Why not do it now? I don't. I mean, the likes. I don't know if the likes help. Actually, watch time helps. So like, it doesn't matter if anybody likes a stream. If I have 100 people tune in for the entire hour, that's 100 hours of watch time. So I think that in terms of all the nonsense of how they calculate up, whether they want to promote you in the listings or whatever, is anyways.
It's not a tumor.
nostalgic coffin. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, okay. So that is you're not wrong. Sorry, let me stop this crap. You're not wrong with that. So Pine Box Vintage is a name that's sort of like a 3 or 4 layer name. So coffin, nostalgic coffin, yeah, that definitely is sort of one interpretation of it. I also I like I used to buy and sell a bunch of vintage things, and so that's the vintage aspect of it. But the pine box is a like pine box is memento mori. So it's a and then yeah, it's a representation of a coffin. Yep. I don't have any of my paintings in here, but I have a couple of paintings that I've done that are that sort of are emblematic of it, and they derive so they have coffins in them, and they're like boxed coffins, like or similar to they're not hexagonal coffins. They have a point at the top, but yeah, that is definitely an aspect of it, and part of it comes from not just the idea of a memento mori of like there's this looming thing that you need to be aware of, but also like that there's things that seek you out, and there's this short story by Philip K. Dick called "The Variable Man," and he has these like drones. So like this is a book written in this or short story written in the 60s. He has these drones seeking him out, and they're trying to like obliterate him because he's the variable man. He's the variable that their AI computer god can't calculate the right outcome for the war they're fighting, and so they're trying to destroy him. So there's like that's some of the like mulling over of the idea of I don't know, death takes place in that headspace of like he's out of his own time, and he has something seeking after him to come and take him out. I don't know. Crazy ideas, but so like one of the things I do when I do music and stuff is I try to come up with like a mood of like something I've read or like a book or short story or something. And so I like try to put myself in that space. And so sometimes I'll like so like right now I don't know what I've been reading Children of Dune. So I don't think I'm quite there in terms of this, but there's some fun. I don't know. What's up? Tedward Evans. That's a funny name. Is your name Edward Tevins? I'd be curious. Oh man, everyone gone. Vacated. What's going on, guys? Wake up. What's up, James Reacher? You been in here before? I feel like I've seen your handle. Is it like a joke on Jack Reacher, or what's the We petered out. We peaked. Can I get the 10 likes? Come on. One more person want to give me a like before I tune out tonight? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. This stream ends in infamy. Oh, we got 9 likes. I don't know. I just wish more people wanted to chat. That's the thing. Like, I like fucking bored, man. Do I need to? I don't know. I want to chat. I have ideas, guys. Yeah. Anyways, for whoever's watching this, for posterity's sake, if you would kindly like and subscribe. I hate that shit. Anyways, I'm probably gonna tune out here, unless there's one person left in here that wants to know. They're gone. Anyways, nice Saturday stream. Thanks for hanging out, Levi and Tedwards and whoever else sat and listened to me rant. We had a good time. And we just chilled. So anyways, hope you guys have a good weekend and stay groovy. Peace.